We're up in the woods, getting ready to work on a lateral before the day ends. We're trying to get as much work in here done as possible while the weather's still good. So stick around, watch what we're doing. It's kind of cool. We're going to take a 3/16 line and replace one of the laterals. What we really need is a couple pieces of all thread to stick on here so that the wire, or I'm gonna say the wire, the tubing stays on the spinner. If that happens, this will work like it should. All right guys, it's still cold here. And fuzzy, apparently. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this line and we're gonna run it where this line is down. Okay? Well, you can't really see it at the moment, but this line right here heads over to that maple. And we're gonna pull this wire, or I keep saying wire. We're gonna pull this tubing that direction. You guys can see this line's on the ground. It's not where it's supposed to be, okay? So we're gonna go down that way behind me, pull our tubing up to this point, and connect them together, and then we're going to start putting our taps on to get this lateral ready for maple season. Move, silly butt. Let me show you why we're doing this. Can you guys see this? That's a bear. We don't like bears. Guys, so we just showed you the brake. Now we're going to show you how we're going to do the repair on it. And I thought this was much worse than it is. I mean, it's bad, but it's not so bad that we can't fix it and keep on going. So what we're going to do, these have a set of cutters on it. These are our line tools. So we're going to take these and we're going to cut at the farthest point where the bear bite was. So no more bear bite. This is clean. Don't need this tool right now. We're going to use a different tool. We have our bag of fittings. And we got the right one. This fitting, guys, can you see this? Can you guys see this? This is a 3/16 on either side flat hook fitting. It's called a flat hook because of that end right there. We use these to make connections between two lines. Our 3/16, which is new, our broken line. And the tool that we need to use is this guy right here. This particular guy will hold it. And we could make a cut if we had to. In this case, we don't have to. So what we're gonna do is put this in our mouth, get it wet. So what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna secure it down. We're gonna secure one side where we've got just about 1/4 of an inch or maybe 5 millimeters poking through or protruding out. And then we're going to take the other side and do the same thing. Okay? So that's it. Now, we lick it. And then we're going to take and start it on one side or the other. And it works like this. Put it in. We got it started. We're going to press the tool on my stomach. Now we're just going to wiggle and get the other one started too. So check it out. So it's started now. Now we're just going to push. Because it's warm out and the lines are warm, this works pretty well. If the lines are frozen, it's a little bit harder. Now, you will never pull this apart. No matter how strong you are, it's not going to happen. So now this is the side's repaired. we're going to do the same thing on the other end. Whenever we walk away, we always shut these back down, put this back in its place, close it, right back on our hip. Now we're going to walk down this way and we're going to make the other connection or the other repair. And the way we're going to do it, we have to pull tension, guys. We got to pull some tension on this line so that all of our taps are where they're supposed to be. If we just connect it and we don't have the line tight, then the water's not going to flow very well. So here's what we're going to do. Put a little bit of pull on it. We got our pull. Now we're just going to walk. We're going to walk to the other side and connect it. All right, guys, let me show you some things. All right, guys, we just came from right up there and we pulled it. It's not tight yet, but it's tighter. It's off the ground. And we just came down to where we have the drops or where the taps go. These are called drops. Let me show you. This little seated, this is a seat right here. It's a 3/16 all three sides. It goes onto our lateral, and then we put a drop on it, and then on that drop goes our taps. Right now, we don't have any taps here, and that's okay because we're here to do some repairs. And since this line was chewed up, now is the opportunity to take care of this. If you can see that funk which is inside of these lines, we can fix that now. And so instead of fixing the line, say 5 or 10 feet closer to that other tree and leaving these on, what we're going to do is we're going to eliminate this completely and put new taps here, new drops here. But we need to fix this line and the connection point to our main line. If you can see, right here, we got more funky stuff. Okay, so there's funky stuff on the 5/16 line as well. From the 5/16 up. Oh, check this out. You see that fold? We got to replace this one too. So we're going to be here for a few minutes, guys. But right now, we're going to concentrate on fixing this one, and then we're going to fix this one. Guys, this is really hard to film. So I'm going to do my best to film this. If you can see below us, that's probably a 10, 12-foot drop. This tree's sitting on the side of this embankment, and it's holding our main line going down to the sugar barn and up. But we have a problem here. We've got to get it fixed. So I'm going to set the camera down, and we're going to see what we can do to make this thing work. Try to figure this out. All right, guys. Okay, this is going to be interesting. All right, guys, definitely a new way to do this. First thing we got to do is cut off the old one, and we got to be crazy careful doing this. If we're not careful enough, what we can end up doing is scoring the nipple that's welded onto here. We plastic weld these nipples on. If we score it, that's where we're going to get a leak. So we got to be really cautious about cutting this tubing off on both of these so we don't do that. We don't get that problem. And so we got a brand new razor blade in here. We're going to make several cuts here, guys. So we're making several cuts, and what we're trying to do is just ever so slightly break it just at the edge, just like that. And then we can peel it with the knife edge. There it goes. Hot dog. Ta-da! Came off. So what we did was we started cutting on the edge closest to the main line, and the barb sticks out to here. When we do that, we're able to split it. It's really curved. Split it and then peel it off. No damage whatsoever to the nipple. Yay! Can we do it twice? Possibly not. We'll see. There she goes. There it is. All right, so we got that one off. Good sign. Now we got to find the right size hook. We also got to make sure we don't fall off here. This particular hook is similar to the last one, but somewhat different in that we're going from a transition. Blah, blah, blah. It's similar to the last one, but a little bit different in that we're going from 3/16 to 5/16. So one side's going to be a little bigger to accept the 5/16 tubing. All right, so we got that. We're going to need our trusty press, but we're going to push it on here. Oh boy. All right, I know I'm going to hit the ground before this is over with. All right, we're up. There we go. Now, for this to work easily, whoops, now it's cut, albeit a little bit of an angle, not what I was looking for. Set the 5/16 tubing in its place. Same kind of thing. You want about 1/4 of an inch, 5-6 millimeters poking out. You want to lick it, and then you're going to put it in one side and begin pressing on the other. And then, boop, there she goes. All right, so now both of them are going in. You want to kind of do it nice and easy. What you don't want to do is mess this thing up going on. There you go. All right, so pop them. Both are good. That's a little boogered, but we'll get it straight. Now we got a flat hook here. Hook it onto our fence line, I say fence. We're hooking it directly to our high tensile wire. That took the pressure off of me, so I don't have to hold that one right this second. Maybe. Okay. All right. Not perfect, but it'll probably. We can probably show you how we can do this. You're on a tree, and I am gonna have. I'm gonna fall down here in a minute. I can feel that one coming. And I'm not doing it intentionally for ratings or for you guys to laugh at me or whatever. Man, I fall down about once every couple of days on the mountain. I'll show you some shoes that we use and some equipment that we use to help prevent that sort of thing. But there's no perfect solution, let me tell you that. So we're putting pressure on this other line so that we can pull it. We need it pretty tight. Man, my foot is about to go. That is not working like I want to. Now we might have it. Oh my gosh. Well, if I fall, the only thing I'm gonna do is probably break my arm. All right, tighten it down. I'm gonna put a hold on it again, because now we are putting a lot of tension on it. Remember, we gotta lick it and we're gonna put it in the hole there. Well, that went on way too easy. That's a problem. That is not gonna work. So, I'm gonna try a different one. Using all our faculties here. Okay, got it. A little bit of spit there, slides it right in there, it's good. Okay, that's the wrong side. Okay. Start one side or the other, it really doesn't matter at this point. But what we're gonna have to do is do this sort of one-handed. Here we go. Oh boy, I'm moving. I'm not doing this right. All right, guys, that's on. Okay, since it's on, I pull that side. I can tell you right now, we do not want to do this. Guys, we definitely don't want to put a kink in this thing. Okay, that's a problem like no tomorrow. Oh boy, problem. We're not going to drop our tool. We'll set it on the ground. There's where that is. All right. Now, here we are. We got to find the right width, the right distance. I'd rather have a little bit more than cut it too short because we don't have a tubing stretcher. Okay. All right. So we just cut it. Both of them are cut. We put a little bit of saliva on there. And now we're just going to wiggle. Wiggle it just a little bit. And it's going to go right up on there nice and easy. A little bit of saliva goes a long way on this. All right, nice little circular motion here. Pushing, pushing, pushing. Tell you, if this was warmer, it would go on a lot easier. So you got to keep pushing, or you got to keep circling it. And there it is, guys. All right, so we have this lateral. All the taps are done on it. This lateral. Guys, this lateral right here, we've got to put taps on. So we're going to go do that now. And that's it. So if you guys like what you're seeing, thumbs up, share it. Comments are always welcome. If you can see things that we can do better, let me know, because this is an interesting learning experience for me. If you have any questions or until next time, guys, God bless you. Okay, now I got to get down without falling again. Oh boy. Huh. Stupid dog's got a deer. Parts of a deer. Okay.